taking a look at the new Snazzberry Jeep Gladiator Mojave. Well, good morning, everybody. How are you today? Pretty good here, and that's right. I wanted to take a look at the new Jeep Gladiator Mojave in Snazzberry, or Snazzberry, I guess, as it's really called. Anyway, this is a 2021 Jeep Gladiator Mojave. It is in this new color, and I gotta say, love the color. Big fan of more of a black cherry or cherry black color anyway. And this is about as close as you can get, I think, out there in the market. And it looks awesome on the Jeep Gladiator Mojave. Now, of course, the Mojave still maintains its orange signature look. We have the orange tow hooks, the orange background, or shadowing, I guess, on the Jeep badge. Moving around to the front, we have the Mojave emblem here on the side, or decal, I guess. Again, with the Jeep trimmed in orange down here on the side. Little Gladiator badge right there. And then moving around to the front, of course, we still have the orange tow hooks indicative of the Jeep Gladiator Mojave. Now, we have the hood. It does have the scoop on the top. I really like this. I think it looks pretty cool on the Jeep Gladiator. Let's take a look inside. We'll start in the rear. Save the good part for last here. Does have the orange stitching in the seats. Pretty cool. I'm digging that. She did add some grab handles on here. Little camo green kind of look, I think. Let's look at the front. Does have the stitching carried through in the seats up here. That's pretty cool. Stitching in orange on the steering wheel. And then the orange bezels, surrounds for the vents. Love that. And the icing on the cake, I guess, the Mojave embroidered in the seats. That is awesome. Taking a look at the rest, pretty similar to what the other Jeep Gladiators have. This does have an axle locker on it, you guys can see there, as well as an off-road selector. Of course, the Jeep Gladiator Mojave is supposed to be a desert runner, so it's supposed to be set up that way. As far as the tires, she does have mud terrains on here, which I find kind of interesting because I wouldn't expect to have mud tires on a desert runner. But that's what they decided to put on. That's what we have. These are 285/70 R17. They are Falcon Wild Peak MTs once again. The Fox suspension, again, for fast off-road running. You can see in the back. And we'll take a look over here in the front. Does have the Fox suspension up here as well. And it's interesting, they actually put the fluid reservoir right up here, protected underneath the skid plate, as opposed to mounting it right beside the shock here in the back. Kind of an interesting way to do it, I think. It does have some reinforcements under as well on the frame. Again, designed for faster off-road running. Let's take a look under the hood. See if I can do this with one hand. Nope, there we go. And this hood, I gotta say, is heavy. I'm not sure if it's because of the scoop they have on it, which, by the way, does not appear to be functional. I don't see any openings under the hood, so it is aesthetic. But man, this hood weighs a ton. As far as the motor, it's the same. It's the 3.6 liter. It's the same as what I have in my Jeep Gladiator Sport S. Everything else under here looks the same. Same cold air intake. Don't really notice anything different under here, to be honest. Let's close this up. Get my hand out of there. All right. Of course, the Jeep, it still latches down on the sides. The one thing that I think it's still missing is some sort of a lock on the front. You saw how easy it was for me to get in the Jeep. Anybody else could do that as well. The lighting on this particular one, this is an aftermarket edition. The grille or the headlight guards, we did add that. She did not opt for the LED package, so we don't have the LED lights in the front, either in the headlights nor on the fog lights, which is okay. Doesn't really need that, I don't think, unless you're into that. We did change out the antenna, got rid of that long chrome whip thing, that's gone. And then she added side steps here, which I think these in particular go really well. I think it's a perfect match for the Jeep Gladiator. These are infabs, just bolt on, pretty darn simple, and they give you a nice wide surface to put your foot on. You know, a lot of the steps out there these days are pretty narrow, and unless you really line your foot up, you know, perfectly, and who does that, sometimes they're hard to get into. These work perfectly. Let's go around, take a look in the back. Something interesting that we found, they do not automatically come with the side track system. She's going to have a tonneau cover on here eventually, but we didn't want to just hook it underneath the rail because we didn't want to mar up the metal under there and maybe provide a possibility for rust. So we do have the track system coming, but interesting that they don't actually include that with the truck. She did throw a bed mat in here. You'll notice it's not coated. That, of course, is an option. You could have it rust-proofed or rather a bed liner or coat put in it. We just went with a mat. On the side, she does have the LED bed lights. That's a pretty cool option. And then, of course, the Gladi board. She had to add that. This is going to be changing color for anybody who wonders. And then, because we did not get, or she, I should say, did not get the package that includes the tracks, did not come with the power outlet in the back. One other thing I wanted to mention, because she did not opt for the tracks, it did not come with lockable storage underneath the seats. You guys can see here, these are just open. Fortunately, it does come with storage in some fashion, but it doesn't have the cover on it like my Sport S does to be able to lock things in here or even remove that and carry it around if for some crazy reason you wanted to. I don't know why. One other thing I noticed while I'm in here, it does have kind of a molly panel setup. Of course, the netting in here where you can put stuff, and then these little areas here where you can hook other things in if you want to. That's pretty cool. I think that's specific to the Jeep Gladiator Mojave. My Sport does not have that. This is the hardtop, non-painted, color matched, so it is black. Does have the black fenders, which in all honesty I think is a better look on any Jeep Gladiator except for black or maybe dark gray, because these just break the color up a little bit and I think it looks pretty sharp. Anyway, just wanted to kind of do a little walk around on the Jeep Gladiator Mojave. A few people have asked me to do this, so I thought I'd just run around, show you guys what it looks like. Love the new color. I think it is awesome. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Do you like the new Snazzberry color? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, if you're interested, I have 2 additional channels. The first is Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma. And the second is Rob Motive Civic, about my experiences with the Honda Civic Type R and the Honda Civic Sport hatch. Check them out if you're interested. Please consider subscribing. Don't forget to click that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos. And do me a favor, smash that subscribe button on the way out. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.